co-conspirator number 8, told the defendant before news was publicly announced that the Trailblazers were sitting some of their best players, including player number 1. And if you do the math, which we've already done, we believe to be Damian Lillard. And then the defendant in the case allegedly took that to another bettor, and they bet the game thinking that the Trailblazers were going to lose. And of course, the Trailblazers lost. So that's...
so look,
it's a lot of evidence.
Yeah, he is not... And again, they don't list Chauncey Billups like Ed said, but there could be a whole bunch of reasons why they don't do that. One, they might not feel like they've got enough evidence to get a conviction ultimately in court. Chauncey Billups could be cooperating. I mean, we don't know. That's the reality. And again, they do not name Chauncey Billups, but it's very clear. If you look at the things they've said, it can be one person, and that person is Chauncey Billups. Now, I actually think, Ed, that this could be more consequential for him because, look, as I referenced at the top of the show, I don't think that Chauncey Billups is likely to coach again in the NBA, especially if he is convicted. But I don't think the guy's going to do decades and decades and decades in prison. But if he is linked to potentially giving insider info to somebody who then went and bet on NBA games, it's a matter of whether or not this guy ever steps foot in an NBA stadium again. Forget being on the bench. Like I said, I don't think that's going to happen, but I mean it. I look at Pete Rose. Pete Rose, and he placed the bets, but he was banned forever. And I could see that happening to someone like Terry Rozier and like Chauncey Billups if they ultimately are found to have done these things. So, Mojo, I think, again, to say this could potentially be worse news than actually yesterday was, despite the fact that in that case, Chauncey Billups facing criminal charges. This is a really, really horrible look for a guy who was an NBA head coach giving alleged inside information to a buddy of his who then bet. Bad.
Yeah, I don't even know where to start here. I don't think I've known where to start here since I've heard all of this news.
It's a lot.
Just, my goodness, there's so much to break down here. I mean, I agree with you. I don't think this dude's ever going to coach again. Now you're looking at how much you might have to pay in fines and penalties, and you're cross-referencing that with potential jail time. And that seems to be the bigger issue than your career being over. I mean, this dude was involved with the NBA a very, 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 very long time. Hopefully he made enough where he doesn't have to worry about going back. Not being able to go back in an NBA stadium, I don't know if that one really hurts him that much. For reference, I had my last match with WWE in 2020. I haven't been to a WWE show since then.
Wow.
Not that I don't want to or support them or anything like that. I watched from home all the time. It's just, I did that for 10 years as the rest, so I'm not going to go back and watch as a fan. So I don't think that's really, something that's going to hurt him. These other things, well, as for giving the information to the bettor, that's where I want to know what's exactly going on. I mean,
I think that's crazy that he's wearing Clutch Sports, by the way. This is LeBron James and we'll say Maverick Carter's sports agency. And they were mentioned and involved in some of this too. That's crazy that Chauncey Billups is advertising on his way out of jail.